Hello and good morning, everyone. This is my first live, so bear with me. Hello. Hey, Susie. I see some people I know. Okay, good. It's working. Again, I'll give people a minute just to kind of get signed on. Hi, everyone. Let me figure out if I know how to wave. I'm technology challenged, so bear with me. So we're gonna get started in about 3 minutes. If you're just tuning in now, all you need for today's slow flow is a mat. Even if you don't have one, you actually don't need one. And then grab a pillow to start our practice. So you can grab one off your couch or your bed. I have mine set up here, just kind of in the center of my mat. So go ahead and get what you need. I also sent my playlist forward, so I am on Spotify, Naya Daily. My playlist is called Slow Flow with S&T, so go ahead and set that up. I love to practice with music. I rarely practice in a quiet space, so if you are like me and you want to start your flow off with some music, then you can set up my playlist or you can put on your own. So yeah, Matt, hello. Can you guys hear me okay from here? Give me like a wave or something. Hello, can you hear me okay? Good, okay. All right, we're gonna get started because being on time is important. First I need to introduce myself. My name's Naya. I am one of the new members of the Sweat and Tonic team. I'm a yoga teacher, thankfully, since this is a yoga class. I'll be teaching Sundays at 7:30, Sweat in the Park at Little Norway Park. So I just started last Sunday. Hopefully the weather holds out and we'll be able to have class tomorrow. But yes, that's who I am. Some fun facts about me I was supposed to share. I'm a part-time yoga teacher, so my full-time job is I'm actually a parenting therapist and a social worker at an agency in Toronto. And another fun fact is I just had a baby, y'all, 3 months ago. So yoga has been a huge part of my recovery and part of the reason why I feel like I had such a really good experience during pregnancy and giving birth. So that's enough about that, but that's who I am, Naya. Naya, stay on Instagram. I will share that information after class too. Okay, so let's get started. If, again, you have a playlist, go ahead and cue it up. I will turn mine on. And then to start this morning's practice, we're actually going to be in our easy pose. So we're going to be sitting on our bums. And you can decide the right leg can be crossed in front or the left, it doesn't matter. I just suggest placing a pillow underneath your seat just to kind of encourage the knees to be a little bit lower than the hips. So if you're like me and you have really tight hips, it's nice sometimes to have your bum elevated slightly. So once you're there, just take a moment, find a little movement. So maybe place the palms on the front of the knees and roll one way and then the other. Maybe lean back and then forward. Again, this isn't the most comfortable position to start your practice in, so just move as much as you can. And then find some stillness. We want the shoulders stacked directly over the hips. We want the knees to soften. Maybe even the wrists can soften, just allowing the fingers to point down towards the ground. Imagine you're sitting up against a wall here, so really think about pressing your back against that imaginary wall, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe closing your eyes, allowing your chin just to slightly tuck in towards your chest. And just take a few cycles of breath here, grounding. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the nose. This is a really important part of our yoga practice. So with every inhale, see if you can sit up maybe an inch taller. And with every exhale, see if the shoulders can soften, the knees can soften. You get a little heavier here. Take a few more cycles of breath. With every inhale, you sit up nice and tall. And with every exhale, what can you soften? What can you release? Let's all take one more big inhale in through the nose to fill. This time, open the mouth, sigh, let it go. Slowly begin taking your arms out towards your sides. With your next inhale, let's swim those arms up overhead. Let your gaze follow. On your exhale, hands come through heart center. Really press the palms together. Keep the length in the spine. Inhale, sweep the hands out and up. And then exhale, press the palms firmly together. One more time, just like that. Inhale, swim the hands up. This time, keep the hands overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling, and then let your shoulders come up by your ears. Take a moment here, maybe gazing forward. See if you can plug the ribs back here, so engage your core. With your next exhale, can you draw the shoulders kind of away from the ears here? Keep the length in the arms, and maybe take your gaze up towards the top of the hands. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, stay. Slowly allow the hands to come through heart center. Press the palms together. This time, chin to chest. Round through your upper back as you press the palms away from you, rounding through your upper back. On your inhale, we're linking movement to breath now. Send the hands high, take the gaze higher. And then exhale, palms come through heart center, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, chin to chest, press the palms away, round through your upper back. Inhale, lift up, gaze high. One more time, exhale, palms come through heart center, sit up nice and tall. Inhale to reset. Final time, exhale, press the palms away. This time, hold here, rounding through your upper back, chin to chest. Really press the arms away. Scoop out your low belly. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, swim those arms up overhead. And then release the fingers, open the arms out into a T, palms face forward. With your next exhale, begin to reach the arms over towards the right. Imagine someone's grabbing that right wrist. The inhale takes you through center, and then exhale over to the left. Reach towards the right, grounding through that opposite sitting bone, and then towards your left. Now keep moving here. Think length through the sides of the body. Maybe begin to twist the wrist. Maybe let the head sway side to side. This is slow flow here, so we're moving a little more slowly through our poses. Try to keep the length in the spine here as you reach right and left. Linking, move into breath. Those inhales and exhales still move in through the nose and out through the nose. The next time you reach towards the right, let's lower the right fingertips down and then sweep that left arm up and over towards the right. Now maybe you gaze at the left bicep. Think about grounding through the left hip. We're here for one more big inhale. Exhale, deepen that side bend here. And then inhale, root into the right hand, lift both hands high. Open those arms back out into a T. This time, reach towards the left first. Keep moving through those sways towards your left and right. Maybe twisting the wrist, maybe allowing the head to sway. The next time the arms reach towards the left, let's lower the left fingertips down. Sweep that right arm up overhead, bending towards the left. Now ground down to that right sitting bone. Maybe gaze up towards the right bicep. We're only here for one more big inhale. Find a little more reach and stretch. Exhale to stay. Inhale, swim that left arm up overhead. This time, reach the arms forward, palms face one another. Think about plugging the shoulders back, pulling your low belly in. And then spin the palms to face down. Big inhale here. On your exhale, hinge at the hips, lengthen the spine, reach forward. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. So hopefully feeling a stretch in your outer hips. Exhale, hinge forward, keep the length in your spine. And then inhale to draw back. Final time, exhale, hinge forward. This time, lower the fingertips down. Keep the length in your spine as you forward fold over those crossed legs. Now maybe you stay here. Maybe you continue to walk the hands forward, maintaining as much length in your spine. Final step here. Maybe chin comes in towards chest as you drape your torso over the legs, finding a forward fold in your easy pose. That isn't very easy. I don't know why they call it that. Take a few cycles of breath here, letting your head release, hopefully feeling that stretch in your outer hips. Begin to take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Walk the hands back in towards the knees. And then lift your butt up. Grab that pillow if it's underneath. Throw it back on your couch or bed. Take your hands behind you. Your fingers are going to point towards you. Uncross your legs. Feet are about a little wider than hip distance apart. Now open through the front of the chest. See if you can straighten those arms behind you. Pull your low belly in. Give your wrists and forearms a bit of a stretch here. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, slowly press into the palms. Begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. Take our reverse tabletop. Now make sure the big toes are aligned with the knees here. Keep the chin tucked in towards the chest. Keep pressing through your finger pads. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, let's lower the bum to a hover. Find a slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, root into the soles of the feet. Lift up. And then exhale, lower to a hover. Really slow. Final time, inhale, ground into the feet, lift up. Stretching to the fronts of the shoulders. Give those glutes a squeeze. Press the hips an inch higher up towards the sky. And then slowly lower your seat down. Keep the soles of your feet down as you reach the hands towards the front of your mat. Palms face one another. Setting up for a variation of our boat pose. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, reach the right hand up towards the sky. Right bicep in line with right ear. Keep holding here. Again, lengthen the spine, open through the front of the chest like we did in our reverse tabletop. Can you recline back another inch? Take one more big inhale. And then reach the right fingertips forward. Reach the left hand up towards the sky, left bicep in line with left ear. Take a big inhale, open through the front of the chest. Exhale, pull your low belly in, ground to the soles of the feet. Reach the left fingertips forward, this time both hands. Inhale, lift the hands overhead, biceps in line with ears. Try not to round through the upper back. Open here. Open to the front of the chest. Maybe you're happy here. Maybe you float the left leg up and then the right. Coming into your full boat. Zip the inner thighs together. Get the shins parallel to the ground. We're here for one more big inhale. Exhale to stay. Actually, let's stay for one more. Everyone loves core work. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to stay. This time, cross at the ankles without the use of your hands. And then roll forward. Come onto your tabletop. Once we're there, make sure shoulders are over wrists. Tuck your toes behind you. This is our cat-cow with our inhale. Soften the elbows, drop the belly, take the gaze up, arch the tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, press the ground away. Inhale, drop the belly, take your gaze high. Press into those finger pads. Exhale, chin to chest. Now keep moving here. Find a little playfulness in your practice. So maybe do some barrel rolls in the spine. Maybe gaze over one shoulder and then the other. Maybe swim an arm back. Again, make it your own here. This is when I shut up and you move. Again, the inhales and exhales are long. Moving in a way that feels kind of organic and really good for you and your spine. The next time you inhale, allow yourself to come through a nice neutral spine. So think about drawing your navel in towards your spine. Nice flat back here, like you're pressing your back into a wall. This time, release through the tops of the feet. And then let's pull our right heel towards our right glute. Keep pressing into the hands. We're really trying to activate that right calf and hamstring. Lower the top of the right foot down. And now let's do left. Pull the left heel towards your left butt. Keep pressing firmly into the hands. Lower the top of the left foot down. Now let's do both. Let's lift the heels away from the ground. Pull them up towards your seat and then lower down, tap. Pull the legs up and then release down. Again, draw the heels towards your seat. Lower down. This time, draw the heels towards your seat. Let's hold here. Imagine you can point the toes up towards the sky. With your next exhale, let's take the toes over towards the left. Gaze over that left shoulder and then come through center. Exhale, toes point towards the right. Gaze over that right shoulder. Come through center, and then again, find your own pace, find your own rhythm here. Again, those arms are strong, just engaging through our side body. Try to keep those heels close towards your seat as the legs move left and right. Let's go one more time each side. The next time the legs come through center, tuck those toes behind you. Press firmly into the palms. Take your gaze forward. Hover the knees an inch. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, hips up and back. Come into your first down dog. Once we're there, pedal out your legs. Shake your head. Flutter your lips. I like my hands about mat distance apart. I like my feet about hip distance apart. So again, find the stance that works for you as you pedal those legs out. Let's take one more big inhale here, finding as much movement as you need to. Exhale to stay. With our next inhale, let's lift both heels away from the ground. Press firmly into the ground with your hands, and then exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels. Can you press more firmly into the hands? And then exhale, lower down. Final time. Lift the heels. Come onto the balls of the feet. This time, pitch your gaze forward. Inhale, shift forward, come into a plank pose. Once we're there again, make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Maybe walk the feet back. Maybe shift from side to side here. And then find some stillness in your plank. Wrap the eyes of the elbows forward. Pull your low belly in, just activating your core. And don't lose that yoga breath. So the inhale's in through the nose and out through the nose. Let's take one more big inhale, press the ground away. This time, tap both knees down. Release through the tops of the feet. Shift the shoulders past the wrists. Keep your gaze forward as you bend the elbows. Let's lower down for a count of 3. Take it slow for 2. Hug the elbows in towards your sides for 1. Once we're there, release the forehead down. Get heavy through the tops of the feet. Let's make sure our hands are in line with kind of our brow or mid ribs here. With your next inhale, hug the elbows in towards your sides. Can you float the forehead away from the ground? Now keep your gaze down, back of neck is long. Keep firmly pressing into the tops of the feet. Can you float the right arm out towards the right and then the left, the palms face down? Give your shoulder blades a squeeze. Keep your chest lifted here. We're here for one more big inhale, fill up. Exhale to stay. Let's tent the fingers on the outer edges of our mats. Elbows point up towards the sky. Take your feet to their mat distance apart. Let's do some spinal rolls. With your inhale, press into the fingertips, ripple yourself up, take your gaze high. And then exhale, find more length as you lower. Go through this slowly. Inhale, get heavy through the tops of the feet. Those hip bones lift up. And then exhale, can you get longer as you lower down? One more time, inhale, lift it up, shoulder blades just come together. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale, find length as you lower. Take the feet back to hip distance apart. Tuck the toes behind you. Plant the hands down by your sides. Hug the elbows in. Take one big inhale in through the nose. On your exhale, press yourself through your tabletop or your plank with control. Hips up and back, down dog. Pedal out your legs. Flutter your lips. And then let's ground through that left foot. With your next inhale, kick that right heel up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Now think about nice square hips here. Don't let that right hip open up. Now really flex through that right foot. Take one more big inhale. Let's reach the right heel up an inch and then lower that right leg down. We're gonna keep lifting here. So send the right heel high, working that left hamstring, lower the right foot down. One more time, inhale, kick the right heel high. This time, pitch your gaze forward. On your exhale, bend the right knee, pull the right knee in towards your nose, round through your upper back, make space for that knee. Step the right foot top of your mat. It's not gonna be cute, but get it there. On your fingertips, take a big inhale, take your gaze forward. Exhale, draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Let's all take a generous bend in that left knee. Maybe pitch your gaze higher. And then exhale, strong into that right foot. Step the left toes up to the top of your mat. Keep your bum low as you reach your hands forward, chair pose. Now think about pulling your low belly and tilting your pelvis forward. Can you soften your toes? Can you ground evenly to the four corners of each foot? Let's take one more big inhale here, fill up. Exhale, get an inch lower. This time, inhale, root to rise, lift the hands high. Take your gaze high. On your exhale, bend the elbows, press the hips forward, tuck the chin, open through the front of the chest and hips. The inhale, swim the arms high, take your gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, drape yourself over those thighs. The inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, deeply bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, take your ragdoll. Or rag person, we should say. There we go. Now shake from side to side. Let your head get heavy. Look as crazy as you'd like in this pose here. Just trying to release your hamstrings. Maybe noticing if the right feels a little different than the left. Take a few more cycles of breath here. Allow your torso to come through center, uncross the arms. Inhale, plant the hands on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, deep bend in the knees, plant the hands down, step back left and right, come to your plank. Let's all tap the knees down, shift the shoulders past the wrist, hug the elbows in towards your sides. Exhale, chaturanga push-up, stop at 90 degrees, challenge yourself here. On the inhale, press yourself back up. Let's do that again, it's fun. And then exhale, bend the elbows, stop at 90 degrees. Release to the tops of the feet. Allow the hips to drop as you straighten the arms, opening through the front of the chest. Tuck those toes, chin in towards chest, low belly strong, hips up and back, down dog. 3 cycles of breath. Maybe you take a bonus chaturanga. Maybe you move in this posture. Maybe you bend the knees, lift the heels. Again, do what serves you best. Now find some stillness here. Let's all take a deep inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. This time, ground through the right foot. Let's send that left heel up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Now make sure the hips are square. Don't let that left hip open up. It's not how high you go, it's how square you can keep those hips. Take one more inhale, lift the left heel another inch. Exhale, lower the left foot down. The inhale, send the left heel up, focusing on the right hamstring. Exhale, lower it down. One more time, inhale, float the left heel high. This time, exhale, pull the left knee in towards your nose, round through your upper back. Can you keep the left heel close to your bum? Pitch your gaze forward, step the left toes, top of your mat. Come on your fingertips. Take your gaze forward, left hip back, right hip forward. That back leg is strong. We're here for one more big inhale. Exhale, deep bend in that right knee. Step the right toes, top of your mat. Keep your seat low as you reach your hands forward, chair pose. Now find a little movement, maybe shift the hips from side to side. Rock the weight forward and back. And take a few cycles of breath here. Feel the outer glutes turn on. Can you open through the front of the chest? Can you tilt the pelvis forward slightly? Let's stay here for one more big inhale. Exhale, get low. Next inhale, root to rise. Make it slow. Lift the hands high. Take the gaze higher. Exhale, bend the elbows. Press the hips forward. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. Release that. The inhale, reach the hands high. Gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. The inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, melt over those legs. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, forward fold. Take your peace finger and your middle finger, wrap them around your big toes. And then on your inhale, halfway lift. Maybe keep a deep bend in the knees. On your exhale, drape your torso over your thighs. The elbows point away from one another. And then you decide how much you straighten those legs. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe flutter the lips. Keep actively pressing the big toes down into those fingers. See if you can tilt the weight into the balls of the feet. We're here for one more big inhale. Exhale, really drape the torso over the thighs. Just let go of your upper body. On your inhale, let's come into that halfway lift. Plant the hands on the shins. Keep your gaze down. Back of the neck is nice and long. And then exhale, deep bend in the knees. Plant the hands down. Step back right and left. Come to your plank pose. This time you decide toes or knees. Shoulders past wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows. Stop at 90 degrees. The inhale, press up. There we go. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, come onto the tops of the feet. Exhale, chin to chest, hips up and back, down dog. Pedal out the legs. Flutter the lips. Let's ground through that left foot. Next inhale, let's send that right heel up towards the sky. This time, open the right hip. Maybe bend that right knee. Seeing if that right heel can tap the outer edge of the left hip. Other tip here, gaze under that left armpit here. Try to square the shoulders up. Take one more big inhale here. Send that right knee high. On your exhale, take your gaze forward. Can you slowly come onto the ball of that left foot as you step the right foot to the outside of the right hand? Once we're there, tap that left knee down. Release to the top of the left foot. Come into your lizard. Now maybe shift the hips left and right. Maybe rock the hips back and forward. And take a few cycles of breath here. Hugging that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Gazing forward here, just really getting into that left hip flexor, that right hip. Take one more big inhale in through the nose. Exhale to stay. Let's tuck your toes behind you. See if you can come to your palms here, deepening that hip stretch. And then let's float the left knee away from the ground. Come into your full lizard here. Now try to keep length and space to the front of the chest. Let's take one more big inhale here. On our exhale, let's all take a deep bend in the left knee. Shift the hips back slightly. And then exhale, let's step the left toes top of our mat. Once we're there, lower the seat down. Take our kind of sumo squat or malasana, as we call it in yoga, and then rock from side to side. If this isn't accessible, always an option to be here. And then find some movement here. Keep pressing the knees away, sending the weight into the outer edges of the feet. Take one more cycle of breath, maybe settling in stillness, maybe finding a little rock. And then plant the hands down, come into those fingertips, lengthen the legs, heel, toe the feet back to hip distance apart. The inhale takes you to a halfway lift. On your exhale, mouth forward. Plant the left fingertips in front of the left toes. Deep bend in that left knee. Let's twist the right hand up towards the sky, twisting to your right. Option here to maybe take the right palm to the small of your back, or maybe to find a bind, taking the right fingertips into the crease of that left hip. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, unravel. Come into that halfway lift. Exhale to mouth forward. Plant the hands down, float or step back through your plank. Move through your chaturanga, toes or knees, opening through the front of the chest, elbows hug in. Inhale, press up, bonus chaturanga. And then exhale, chaturanga again. Inhale, up dog or cobra, take your back bend. And then chin to chest, roll over the tops of the feet. Right away, send that left heel up towards the sky. Deep bend in that left knee. Can you take the left heel, maybe to the outer edge of that right hip? And then can you gaze underneath that right armpit, squaring your shoulders off, flexing through that left ankle. Send that left knee an inch higher with your next inhale. And then exhale as slowly as you can. Begin to send the right heel away from the ground. Slowly moving that left knee and left foot to the outside of your left hand. Once it's there, come on your fingertips, tap the right knee down. Release to the top of that right foot, and then come into your low lizard. Again, check in. One side may feel really different than the other. So shift your hips from side to side. Maybe rock your hips back. Take a few cycles of breath here, just opening that right hip flexor and left hip. Maybe you can come onto your palms, your forearms. Again, you know your body best, so decide what you do with your hands. And then begin to tuck the right toes. See if you can find your palms. With your next inhale, press into the hands, float that right knee away from the ground. Take your full lizard pose. Keep hugging the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, deep bend in the right knee. Maybe rock the hips back slightly. Try to stay low as you step the right foot to the outer edge of the right side of your mat. Once we're there, find that rock back into our malasana, our low squat. Again, check in, does one hip feel different than the other? Does this feel easier than it did a few moments ago? And then lower those hands down, tent the fingers in front of you, heel toe the feet back to hip distance apart. On your inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the hamstrings. Exhale, melt forward. Deep end of that right knee, tent the right fingertips down. This time, twist to your left. Can you stack the left shoulder on top of the right? We're here for one more big inhale. Maybe you take the left palm to the small of your back. Maybe you find a bind, tucking the left fingertips in the crease of your right hip. One more big inhale here. I lied about the other last inhale. And then on your exhale, unravel, forward fold. The inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to melt forward. This time, inhale, root to rise, big stretch up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Allow the hands to come down by your hips. The palms face forward. Settling in your mountain pose. Ending today's practice a little different than other classes, so we're ending our practice standing up. Preparing for hopefully a productive or chill or whatever it needs to be for you day. Maybe using this opportunity to set an intention for the rest of your day. Or maybe just settling here in stillness for about 5 more deep cycles of breath. With every inhale, can you maybe lift the crown of the head an inch higher up towards the sky? With every exhale, let the shoulders get heavier. Maybe add a slight bend in the knees. Let's end this morning's practice with 3 community breaths. With your next inhale, sweep the hands overhead, let your gaze go high. Exhale out the mouth, hands come through heart center. 2 more breaths, just like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Final breath. Inhale to reach, sweep the hands high. Exhale, release. Take a moment here, bow your chin, show yourself some love for waking up and starting your Saturday with a little bit of yoga. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. For those of you who missed the introduction, I'm Naya, and I'm the newest, well, not the newest, but one of the new members of the Sweat and Flow, Sweat and Tonic, okay, I can't talk, I haven't had my coffee yet, yoga team. I will be teaching Sundays at Little Norway Park, 7:30. The class is gonna be kind of 3/4 vinyasa, a little faster than this, and then a quarter of restorative and kind of melt, just to kind of end our week out in a good way, okay? So thanks for joining. My Instagram is Nayastay. Peace. That's not cool, but I'm a new mom, so I'm corny now. Bye, everyone. Take care.